Everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back. I'm just going to go over the Organization 13 events, Xemnas B, and I'm going to talk about my strategies I did for Dark Side, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do for the Gummy Ship. I do have to work today, and I'm going to be busy tomorrow too, so I'm not sure if I'm going to post a video, but I'm going to try my hardest to. But I'm going to be working on this for the next 2 days, today and tomorrow, before the event ends, and hopefully I can take down the Gummy Ship. For Dark Side, there's a couple things I was doing. There's actually 2 or 3 things you can do if you have this kind of setup. Now I know a lot of people don't have Jack and Sally's and Illustrated Kari, but I'm just trying to show you guys what I did. This is very hard. There's basically no new setup you can use. This is a free-to-play setup. If you guys looked at my previous videos, Illustrated Kari was just from pure saving, like I keep giving you guys advice. Just save up until you pull. I have a video on that. I saved with 30,000 jewels, got Illustrated Kari. And my Jack and Sally's was my first high score challenge I ever released. Actually, that's where I started YouTube. Everyone just noticed me because I was helping free-to-play players get Jack and Sally. Ended up helping quite a bit of people get Jack and Sally. And I got 5 Jack and Sally's myself from a whole free-to-play setup. But I know a lot of you don't have it and it's very limited, so it's not going to help a lot of people. But hopefully this helps you guys or gives you some kind of idea. So I'm going to go into this. What I started with was this. This was my setup. I'd use this. I had a SME here before, so I had 2 general defense downs, and that was working too. But like I said, or I'm going to say, Halloween Sword needs to proc all the time, and so does Meowdesty. Meowdesty and Halloween Sword's attack boost 2 and attack boost 3 has to go off constantly. For the friend medal, I was using another Jack and Sally, so when I came around to Meowdesty again, I had a ×3 buff and debuff. Now the other way I did this was I took away the Jack and Sally, and I added a Dark Side here. Even though that the multiplier over here isn't that good, the Dark Side over here still did quite a bit of damage. Now if you guys actually put an attack boost 3 on your Larksin B, you can do the same thing. 3.71 multiplier compared to Dark Side's 3.9 and 130%. It's a big chunk, but it's still very possible if these two connect all the time and you use a Meowdesty as a friend medal. So you need an APP medal over here, so if you do use SME, put APP on him and try that out, because you need at least 1 APP and you need to trigger basically every second turn. But for the setup I used was the Halloween Sora. I almost made it, but like I said, they both had to go off, so I was like, okay, I need a little bit more damage, so I ended up using my Dark Side. So for this sake, I'm going to show you exactly what I did complete it with. I completed the Halloween Sora basically, but it was missing like 4,000 more damage or something like that, so I needed every single one to go off. And I'd rather just show you on camera exactly him going down, if I can. If not, then what can I do? So I'm going to grab another Jack and Sally here, and this is going to be my setup. Once again, I told you don't need Dark Side. Halloween Store is good enough. Your strongest upright speed medal. So if you have an Illustrated Ventus, if you have a Marluxia A, anything that's really strong in speed and fully gilded, just use that and you guys should be fine. So basically this is the rotation. Dark Side has a couple things about him. He has the ball that he drops that poisons you, and then his other attack that he smashes down and you see shadows pop up, or the Heartless pop up, that either gives you negative defense or negative attack. So when you guys see a turn where you actually buff with Illustrated Kari and it says ×2, you guys know that he actually took down your attack. So what you want to do is keep restarting him and try RNG that he only does this attack right here, but only lowers your defense. You see how I had a shield there with the defense down? Meaning that he only took down my defense, so my attack is all the way up. The more attack, the better. Same thing for the Poison Ball. For the Poison Ball, you want that to hit you as well. Your Defense Boost 1 is going to save you, or Defense Boost 2 or 3, whatever you guys are using. Defense Boost 1 is what I passed this with. I didn't have a Defense Boost 2 on here. So what you guys want to do is make sure he poisons you and make sure he takes down your defense. After the 3rd turn of him, he loses his attack buff, and you can survive a lot more. You actually don't have to rely too much on defense boost. The poison won't kill you and the attack won't kill you as long as 1 defense boost goes off. So if you can survive 3 turns of your defense boost going off, he loses his attack and his defense. Someone told me there's a pattern that on a negative number, he reduces you, or on a positive number, he poisons you. So it all depends. All I know for sure is that when he does this attack, he changes his status effect. Like now I have a defense boost down, which is fine because now when I boost the Illustrated Kari, I get the full ×3, as you can see right there, like I was saying. So this is what I did. I did it over and over and over until I actually did it, and I completed it in 2 minutes and 50 seconds, I believe. It was good enough time because Dark Side did do quite a bit of damage. But like I said, if you do have a strong upright metal, it's actually a lot better than my dark side. As you can see, my dark side's only doing 17,000 a hit. So we're looking at under 60,000 damage. So if you have an upright metal that can do about 50,000 damage in that slot, you're pretty much good. You can even get away with a little bit less. But here's the ball. This is what poisons you. Defense boost 3 went off. If defense boost 1 went off, that's where the HP would stop, and then I would get poisoned and still survive, and Illustrated Kari would heal me. So you don't need defense boost 3. I just added that because of the Gummi Ship I'm doing, which is the next part we're going to do. So this is basically what you guys want to see, is surviving up to this turn, because now he doesn't have an attack boost on him, so now he's a lot weaker. He's not going to be posing as much as a threat, and now you just have to get really lucky with your defense boost and just keep going crazy with whatever you guys have. Like I said, if you don't have Jack and Sally's, general defense down medals are so good. Owl, Smee, Megara's, AC Axel, Illustrated Shion, Illustrated Ansem, all those medals. You see right there, he barely did any damage because his attack boost wasn't there, so you no longer need defense boost to proc. Now the only thing you have to worry about is how many times he lowers your defense. So if he actually does get a ×3 negative on your defense, then he will start doing good damage again. But as you guys can see, this is basically straightforward. The other way you can do this if you have the Jack and Sally's is put a Jack and Sally there instead of the dark side, or a general defense down, and use a Meowsty front metal. So hopefully this shows you some ideas of how to beat dark side, because once you get past those first 2 initial turns, it's not that bad. See, there you go. And I told you defense boost 1 is more than enough to survive that, so don't worry about that. So this is basically the end. I'm not gonna... I guess I could. I'm not gonna use Jack and Sally here because of the timer, just so I can show you guys. If attack boost 3 goes off, we're pretty much good. 1, 2, 3, there you go. Timer hits. There you go. 2 minutes and 59 seconds, exactly on the dot. So I got to show you on camera dark side. Like I said, you don't need my dark side. Use your strongest upright metal. And if you're having trouble with the heals of the poison actually taking you, if you have a fully gilded Abu, put some chips on him and attack boost, and he will actually take down quite a bit of damage. I had a 29% gilded Abu, and he was doing 20k damage on the last slot, so it was pretty cool. But I didn't want to give 21 mirrors to him to make him 50% and throw some chips on there, so I just used a really powerful speed metal I had. Now for the Gummy Hound, I had a setup. It was basically this. I was using a different setup with Jack Skeleton. So I have my Jack Skeleton attack boost 2 max. I had this here, actually I had this here, and I was doing this setup. Now the reason this setup is better than the Donald is because all this is a single attack. All these do one single attack, and I'm gonna show you guys right now. So I did this with a friend metal that had defense boost 3, and my Megara had the defense boost 1. Now this was very possible. Right here is Puglet. I have him and defense boost 3. That's my friend metal. So what I was doing was single attack, so I was trying to go through the whole thing. There's math behind this. Because he has 60 bars of HP, that's basically 1,200,000 health. So if you divide that up and divide it into each metal has to do 35,000 damage. Or in one turn, you have to do about 150,000 damage. So if all 6 metals go through, your total damage has to be near 200,000. If you guys can pull that off, then you will beat his timer. All you have to do is survive this attack. So this is where you need defense boost 3. As long as it procs, both of them go off, you can continue doing what you guys are doing. And these are all single target medals. If you guys have Master Xehanorts, or I think Shion, the normal one, not the illustrated one, I think it's a single attack, but any single attack powerful one-hit metal, use the best ones you guys got and go at it. I put an attack boost 2 on Moana because as you can see, 43,000 damage without the attack boost 2. Sorry, not attack boost 2 max, attack boost 2 / APP. So because of that, I'm doing quite a bit of damage, and if I survive these hits like this over and over and over, I can kind of get away with this. Now, it all depends too. If I had attack boost 3 on Moana, it probably would be better, but I didn't want to go that far because I did have an attack boost 2 and APP on the Moana already, so I was like, I'm just going to leave that where it is and hopefully it goes off. It goes off, it restores, and you just keep going at this until the timer goes on. Now because I have second chance and defense boost 3s, when his timer does go down, his counter, hopefully all my defense boost 3s go off or my second chance goes off and I get a 35 counter all over. And I'm talking right now, but the faster I can do this, the better, and the more powerful single hitters you have, you can possibly get away with it. Especially if you have attack boost 3 on your Moana and attack boost 3 on your Jack Skeleton, or whatever. If you don't have Jack Skeleton and you have Master Xehanort, that will work too, or any other single attack speed medal, or magic medal, sorry. So this is basically it. After the counter goes down, or after this turn right here, you can see he has no longer an attack boost. Now, because he doesn't have an attack boost, he's not going to do as much damage anymore. So now it's just a race against the clock. It's not worrying about defense boost 3 going off, it's more worrying about, am I going to do enough damage to get through all this HP? And I'm going to show you guys right now. This is where I was like, okay, I need some more extra damage. So I put a defense boost 3 on my Megara, because I was no longer going to use a Pooh and Piglet. What I was going to do was use a friend medal of Master Xehanort. So that way, instead of just tapping doing 4,000 damage, Master Xehanort would do a lot more damage. So there you go. That's the first strategy I did, and I was like, okay, there's too much stuff I have to switch around. So I wasn't going to do that. Then I ended up doing another one. So back to equipment, the one you originally saw was this here, and this was my original setup. After I did that, I was like, okay, I'm going to do a setup where I can try to rely on defense boost 3 to go off when he hits the 35 counters. And I was using attack boost 2 and Lux Plus Donald, and my Moana only had an APP on her, non-attack boost 2. So I was missing about almost 100,000 damage because of that. So when I did this setup, I didn't really think, I was like, okay, this might be good enough. I'm gonna put a picture right here. As you can see, there's only 2 bars and 4 of his originals. So there's only 80,000 damage difference, or 100,000 damage difference. So if I had attack boost 3 on here, I actually would have completed this one. So what I did, like I told you guys before, I was going to make another Donald with attack boost 3. Here's my boosted one, fully chip and daled, 100% attack boost 3. Now the only thing I'm running into right now is that because I just put defense boost 3 on her and attack boost 2 APP on Moana, and my Donald just got a fresh attack boost 3, I'm leveling up. I'm using quest 57. That worked, but then I was using the last quest of the World of Final Fantasy medals, or avatar board, the event quest that's going on right now, and that seemed to level up a lot faster than quest 57. But it's up to you guys. Repeat quest 57 over and over, kill the raid boss, or do the third quest of the World of Final Fantasy over and over, kill the raid boss. Pick one of those, they're great. 5 SP, 6 SP, it's up to you guys. But so far, after a full 198 and 70, so around 270 AP, I got 11 levels. 11 out of 20 leveled up from 270 AP. So this is the setup I'm using now. I'm just gonna go over real quick. I'm trying to make this video quick because I gotta go to work. What time is it? 5:07. I gotta leave here in 20 minutes. So hopefully I can upload this. So this is the setup I'm now using. If you guys have Marluxia A, it's a stronger hit than this. I would use that instead. If you guys have the Master Xehanort, I would use that instead. But like I said, I do not have any gilded medals besides event medals and high score challenge medals. So I have no medals from polls because I only polled when it was important. So our friend medal is going to be the Puglet with defense boost 3. So I have a better chance of defense boost 3 going off, and this is what I'm going to try. If not, I shout out to a couple people to join the party, or I'll go join their party and borrow their Master Xehanort with attack boost 3 or attack boost 2 with APP. So I'm gonna try that, and if not, if someone somehow put a defense boost 2 on their Master Xehanort that's 100% gilded, that wouldn't be that bad either. So it all depends. As you can see, 59,959 damage. We're looking at 170,000 damage almost. So 170,000 damage plus Moana's, if she goes off, it's 34, plus Marluxia B, if he goes off, that's another 30. That's over 200,000 in that turn. Now you can see I took away 14 health bars, basically. 14 health bars in less than 30 seconds. Right here, okay, it doesn't go off, but it does 24,000 damage. If everything goes off perfectly, and defense boost 3s go off perfectly, I did this, as you guys saw that picture, I'll post it again if I have to. Basically, in that picture, defense boost 3 went off every time that counter reset, and on the third time, my second chance went off. And that was basically 3-minute mark, as you saw on the bottom. And I almost did it, but I didn't have attack boost 3 on my classic Donald, so I didn't get a chance. Also, APP has to go off once in a while, so here we go. If defense boost 3s constantly go off, I can survive. There you go, second chance is still intact, so I still have plenty of time. Now I lost my my attack boost 3, so these attacks are gonna be a lot weaker. So I'm not gonna use my Nova right now. I kinda have to, but here's where the thing is, if I don't want to use second chance. I use a Puglet to heal me, and then hopefully defense boost 3s go off. If they do, I'm good. There you go. So I'm still in the game. The only issue I have now is that my SP is down. But I'm going to activate Magar and Illustrated Kari to get the most out of my Nova, and hopefully Nova gives me 2 bars to make it ×3. It doesn't, but hopefully I tap and it goes off. It goes off. I miss a little bit of damage, but this is where you want everything to proc. So if everything procs, then I don't have to go through this situation here, because I lost attack because Moana doesn't ×3 buff my actual Donald. There's a whole bunch of factors here, but as you can see, he's at 23 bars, and the counter's back. If defense boost 3s just keep going off like this, I can pretty much do this in the timer. I just need everything to go off, so I need to level up my skills. Defense boost 3 has to be fully leveled, attack boost 2 APP on here has to be fully leveled, and Donald's attack boost 3 has to be fully leveled, so this happens every turn. As you can see, 13 bars, 2 minutes 32 seconds. If I didn't have all those issues, I would have been done. Second chance can go off here, and I can continue. It doesn't go off, but you guys can see where I'm going with this. I have enough time. I just need attack boost 3 to go off and defense boost 3s to go off. If that goes off, then I'm pretty much good, and I'm really good if Moana's attack boost 2 goes off as well. So that's the strategy I'm using right now, guys, and if I get someone with the Master Xehanort as a friend medal, I'm going to rely on just Magar's defense boost 3 instead of Puglets and Magar's defense boost 3. So it's a lot more RNG, but because Master Xehanort is such a heavy hitter, I can probably make it before 235 resets, because it took 80 turns to get that setup I showed you where he had, what was it, the +2 on his HP. It took 80 turns to do that. So Donald attacks 11 turns. I'm talking about the counter. So it took 80 of that, so that was 3 resets almost. So I have to survive 3 attacks. Defense boost 3 has to go off. It's a lot of RNG, but I'm pretty sure I can do it. No Nova glitch, no pulls, no crazy gilded medals. Let me just go over my medal list real quick and organize it to show you guys. Special attack, special attack. Here's my whole list, guys. These is everything I have gilded, and as you can see, I don't have any tier 3 medals gilded except for like a Hades at 79%, and the rest is all high score challenge and event medals. I don't pull, I don't spend money in this game enough to actually get anything good, guys. I'm relying on just pure luck and event medals. So hopefully this helps you guys out, and hopefully I get this done and I can show you I can gild that Xemnas B. Hopefully I do. It's going to be 2 days of just pure RNG resetting over and over and over, and hopefully I'm right about that Master Xehanort's friend medal helping out. But I'll let you guys know. I'll show the end result and what happened and what didn't happen. Okay, I gotta go to work. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you guys in the next one.